Well, now seems like as good a time as any to do a little video. Hi, Aiden. Hi. Hi. You want me to turn that on? Here. So things have been less than desirable as far as conditions for getting everything back on track and getting life back in order. And I look disgusting. But if I keep putting off the videos till I don't, then I'll never do them again. And I have successfully managed to not do one since September, so it's about that time. I am really, really doing everything that I can to get, I want, organized, back on track. I'm working on a project that I'm really so super stoked about. The only thing that I can say right now is it's a book. And I'm really over the moon about it. And, yeah, so, I have not lost any weight. I've actually gained weight. But I would honestly say, the whole month of October was basically just a bad month. I could not shake the lingering doubts and anger, and I can't say that. I'm sorry. Let me go back. October, I spent a lot more time reconnecting with my older son. Now, as many of you know, he did not take very kindly to the news last year about his brother becoming part of the equation. However, since the baby has been born, they're very fond of each other. Bless my heart, I'm a very, very lucky girl. And the fact that my ex gets along with Aiden's father to the point where we can all go over, we can spend the whole day together as a family unit. I get to hang out with my boys. They sit and, shoot the breeze with each other. I could never have imagined in a million years my life being what it is today a couple years ago. I wasn't even sure I was going to be alive much longer a couple years ago. And through a miracle and sheer grit and determination and leaving, point blank period, I picked up and left and started over somewhere where I could not, I didn't have that hanging over my shoulder anymore, and I didn't have to worry about, running into people, and it was better just to go. Sometimes it's better just to go. It's better for everyone. I mean, not just myself. It was better for the other parties involved as well. Having said that, once I left and I really had to look at my life and look at my choices, and I had to decide that day when I left. I had to decide who I was and what I wanted to be and what I wanted to do with my life. Now, obviously, decisions like that aren't made overnight, but I did start spending time with myself, one-on-one. I lived by myself. I went to the store by myself. I went out to eat by myself. I did everything. I sat at home and watched TV by myself, just everything. And it was, once I did that, is when I actually, I felt like myself, like a real, that's who I really am kind of self, and I was like, wow, once you are able to sit and be with yourself and not like, I'm not saying that, don't be with anybody or don't crave, attention or affection from your significant other. But no, I'm saying, like, really dig down deep and ask yourself the question, can I be alone with myself? And if you can't answer yes to that, then there's still work that needs to be done in your life. And you will continue to be toxic for yourself and other people until you really, like, answer your own questions, and that's just my personal advice coming from years of destructive behavior and, thinking that if I loved somebody else more, that I wouldn't have to fix myself. Like, if I just loved everybody and I did everything for everybody, that I would never have to, like own the fact that I was fucked up. Like, I had problems, I had issues, I still do. But the difference is now is that I can actually admit, and I know that it's my fault. I don't blame anybody anymore. There's no point to it, because you know what? Every decision or every circumstance that I was ever in, I made those choices to be there. Whether, things were done to me or whatever, I made the decisions to stay. We're going to take a little short break because I got to change a diaper. Okay, welcome back. I tried to fix my hair. It's not much better, but, you do what you can. So, back to what I was saying, as far as not blaming anybody for the plight of my life or situations. No, I'm serious. Like, I spent a lot of time blaming everybody my whole life. I got in trouble in school. Oh, wasn't my fault. Teachers don't like me. I get in trouble. Oh, it wasn't my fault. My friends made me do it. Just everything. There was always someone to blame. And it's sad to admit that it took me to 33 years. Yeah. No. 31. 31 years to really, like, own that. Everything I've ever been through is my fault, because I always had the option to do something different. Sometimes you cannot control the things that are done to you. So for that, like, obviously, yes, there is someone else to blame. However, if something happens to you and it is not what you want to be happening to you, you and you alone are the only one who has the final say of, okay, I really don't want to put up with this. Like, I need to do something different. This is my life. No one else is going to live it for me. And that kind of took me to starting to try to, like, look into the mental health stuff and, seeing what worked, exercise, this, that, and the other thing. So then I, pretty much had everything back together, but I was still missing my family. Once I was able to get back to Illinois, having shown that I had made huge strides in changing my life for the better and leaving behind things of the past that would not be conducive to me being a good mother. Once that was evident that I really, really, I was able to start rekindling my relationship with my older son, and it just meant the world to me, and I was so happy. And then we were surprised with the little nugget here, and it was really hard because I'm like, how do you tell a child who you really weren't there for that you're gonna have another child and you're gonna be there for that one? Like, I get it. I struggled with the decision really badly, because I can only imagine. Come on, get up here. I can only imagine what my older son was thinking and feeling. And, I'm sure it wasn't just one emotion or one thought. I'm sure it was many thoughts and many emotions. So I did my best to let him have his space. But, at the same time, I at one point I told him, like, listen, I'm trying to give you your space, but I'm your mom and I'm not really supposed to give you space, and I love you and I want to be around, and you're only mad right now. Like, whatever. We had our little conversation. But I still wanted to respect, like, his wishes and his feelings. But it's like, I know that we have the best time anytime we're together. He truly is my mini me. Like, as much as, little nugget here is a second blessing, my older son he's a clone of me and my brother who passed away. And to be able to be back in his life, to be back in both of their lives, actually his whole other side of the family, they're my family too. I, you know, I mean, in suit of where I didn't treat all of my family members the best. I didn't treat his family members the best either, but I guess that's what truly makes them my family. And the fact that everybody has, and I'm sure everyone still has reservations and comments that they make, or, keeps themselves, whatever, and they're entitled. What people think of me now is not my business. It's not. Because I cannot look at myself through your eyes. I look at myself, that's it. I look at myself. The only person I care whose eyes I look good in is my children. And unless I gave birth to you, your opinion now, it doesn't mean absolutely anything to me. It doesn't. It absolutely does not. So you can have your opinions and you can make your comments, but just know at the end of the day, you're a very bitter and cynical person, and you should probably worry about yourself if you want to talk about people who are no longer even in your life. Having said that, I will be making a couple videos this week due to the fact that I haven't been making that many, but I just kind of needed to get all that off my chest and get back into the swing of things. I feel like I'm not going to be one of those people this year who waits until January 1st to start getting, things back on track. We are going to be doing that right now, right? We can do that right now? See, he's excited too. All right, so you know the drill. Like, subscribe, share. If you dislike the video, please don't be afraid to leave a comment and let me know why. And if you are going to be afraid to leave a comment why, then just don't do anything at all. Don't like it, don't dislike it, move on with your life. I hope all of you have an amazing rest of your evening. Thank you so much for letting me go on my tangent. And I look forward to doing another video real soon. Bye, guys.